What's up, Diana? Wendy, how we doing? Welcome, welcome. How's the setup? New setup. Got the whiteboard. All right. What's up, Ashley? Hey, Miss Farrell, how we doing? Jaylene, what's up? Catherine, someone says hi. So if you guys are copying this down, which I highly recommend, AKA do it, please just copy this down. We're gonna go over all the angles again, and then people that did their homework, which is page 4, I'm gonna go over the homework. It should have been, if you read everything over, guys, it should have been relatively easy, but if it wasn't, I understand. We're gonna do it one more day of just the angles that are formed by a transversal line that bisects two parallel lines. So we'll go over that one more time, go over everything, go over the homework, and then I'll assign you guys page 5 for homework tonight. I'll put that in the description, okay? Samantha, good morning. No, good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. Everyone should be up, ready to go. Catherine, Valerie. How we doing? Was everyone able to open up, people that actually tried? Were you guys able to open up the number 1, which was parallel lines cut by a transversal packet? Was everyone able to open that? Hey, Miss Fielden. Were you guys able to open up that packet? If you were, awesome. Guys, it's not imperative that you print that out, because if you're able to open it on your phone, which I think you should be able to if you have an iPhone or Samsung, you don't really need to. If you don't have a printer, it's fine, because you could just look on it and just kind of write it down, at least for now. So yes, Tatiana, I know. Well, the hair cutters are closed, Tatiana, so that's why I gotta wear a headband and keep it out of my face. So hopefully when we get back to school, I'm letting it go. So get back to school, I'll have a new style for us. All right. So let's get it started. All right. So guys, please copy this down. All right. Like I said, this is the new norm, so you need to copy this stuff down. And then if you guys, people that looked at that packet on my site, all the stuff was there for you. You just kind of got to read it, go through it. Page 4 I assigned last night. We're going to go over that right after this. Catherine, I have a positive mindset, and we're going to go back. I believe in us. All right, here we go. So here we go. We got parallel lines, PQ parallel lines, right? What is it intersected by? Transversal T, right? What's a transversal line? Transversal line we went over yesterday. Transversal line is, it intersects parallel lines at 2 points. So clearly it's intersecting up there and down there, and it's all on the same plane, right? It's not 2 separate planes, all on the same plane. When that transversal line bisects or intersects those parallel lines, it forms a set of 4 angles up here and then 4 angles down there. So you have a total of 8 angles, all right? So if you have 8 angles, there's all these different types of relationships. I wrote down every relationship that we're going to go over today, okay? So we're going to go over consecutive, alternate. The ALT, guys, is alternate, interior, alternate exterior, and corresponding, okay? Interior consecutive. I put that for you, all right? So now let's talk about interior consecutive. Now, the people that are kind of thinking about this on their own, interior consecutive here are inside the parallel lines, okay? So you look at inside the parallel lines, you guys should notice there's only 4 angles there. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those are the only interior angles. Now, if you guys want to write this down, which everyone should be, this is not a negotiation when it comes to online teaching. You guys have to write this down, all right? So if you guys want to make a little note of here, like all in here is interior. Interior. It says interior right there, that red. All right. And then out here is exterior. And as of down here is exterior. All right. Inside, interior, 4 angles. Outside, exterior. You got 2 up here, 2 down there. Okay, that covers that. Now, inside the sandwich. Good, Diana. All right. All right, so we are going to do interior consecutive. So interior, we're just thinking about inside. Now, guys, consecutive, if you don't know what that means, interior is inside, right? So consecutive is going to be what? These two. And it's consecutive, so it's like in a row. And when you think about consecutive, guys, it's same side of the transversal. So same side of the transversal is 3 and 5. So we have consecutive, it's going to be angles 3 and angle 5. Okay? Angle 3 and angle 5. And then the other 2 interior consecutive angles are angles 4 and 6. So those are the only pairs of interior consecutive angles. Angles 4 and angle 6. Okay? Good job, Diana. Awesome. Yeah, guys, if you know it, if I'm going over this, you know it, ask a question, yeah, just write it right in the thread so I can see that people are actually kind of understanding this and getting this. Like I said, how are you going to figure this out, guys? It's just practice. It's kind of memorization when it comes to this. So it's very important that you understand this. Now, these 2 angles, 3 and 5, when it comes to interior consecutive, guys, they will add to equal 180. I stress that because as soon as we take this a step further and I start putting expressions in there, you're going to have to start making equations. All right? So, angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6. Now, let's talk about alternate interior. All right? Now, hey, man, I'm going to block your comments. All right, so, hey, man, is deleted from this chat thread. If that's happening, if you guys aren't some people may act inappropriate, you're out. All right, so just come on. So alternate interior. Now let's look about the inside. Once again, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what does alternate mean, guys? You should know that that's kind of like opposite. All right, so we're going on opposite sides of the transversal. Like we're alternating sides. So it goes from like here to here. So think of the transversal right here, right? Opposite side of the transversal, alternate, but on the inside. So that's angle 3. So start with one angle, guys. Angle 3. And what's opposite transversal? Not 4, because it has to be like down low. So 6 and angle 6. And what's the other alternate interior? The other is 4 and 5. All right. Now, angle 4 and angle 5 are also alternate interior. Now let's talk about alternate exterior, okay? Alternate exterior is the same type of deal. Opposite sides of transversal, but it's going to be on the outsides, okay? So what are they on the outsides? Angles 1 and opposite transversal down low, angle 8. And what's the other alternate exterior? Start with 2. Angle 7. All right. Good job, Diana. Good job. Good job. All right. So, alternate exterior, alternate interior. Now, those are equal, guys. So, when it comes to if I put a number in there, if you know that angle 3 and angle 6, if I put a measure for angle 3, whatever angle 3 is, same exact thing for angle 6. Okay? Because they're equal. Same thing for alternate exterior. If angle 2 measures like 20 degrees, bam, angle 7 is also 20 degrees because they're equal, okay? Let's go to correspondent, okay? Correspondent, there's a lot of correspondent angles. So correspondent, same side of transversal, and it's kind of like one in, one out. So correspondent angle, we're gonna start with angle 1. So what corresponds to angle 1? It's angle 1 and angle 5. Okay? Angle 1 and angle 5. What are the other correspondent angles? Start with 2. Bam, angle 6. There are more correspondents. There's 4 correspondents. So you got 1, 5, 2, 6. Now what about angle 3? You could do angle 3. Now if that's on the inside, what's one on that corresponds to the outside? 7. Angle 7. Deal with angle 4. Angle 8. Because it's on the correspondence on the same side of the transversal, guys. Good job, Diana. Okay, awesome. All right, so those are all the angles that I really want you. There's like a couple more, but I'll probably do the other ones tomorrow, but let's just stick with these ones for today, okay? So those, good job, Catherine. So those are all your angles. Now remember, for when it comes to interior, exterior, corresponding, they're all equal. So if I ever put an angle measure for one of these, if it's corresponding to each other, it's the same exact measure, okay? So that should be pretty easy once you kind of go through a couple of these. Now, last night's homework. I'm going to go over them. There's 10 questions. We'll go through them quick and we'll just write them down together, all right? Now, for the people that can pull up the homework on their phone, great. Just write it on a separate sheet of paper, the answers, just for you to practice, all right, guys? It's hard for me to check this stuff, so please, it's kind of, you got to kind of take it upon yourself to do this, all right? So can I erase down here? You guys need another second to copy, or can I erase that down there? Melanie Gaffey, how are you doing? Very good, Melanie. You guys good? All right, let's do the homework from last night. All right, so homework from last night. People that did it, awesome, thank you. Check your work. Didn't do it, pretty easy. You ready? So homework from last night was they gave you 2 angles and you had to, I'm sorry, Catherine. I didn't say that. Sorry. Catherine, don't worry. If you can pull up that worksheet packet, number 1 under angles on my Google site, it has everything on there. All right. So let's do, so like I said, now, number 1 from the homework was angle 1, angle 5. So angle 1, I guess I'll write it right here. Angle 1 and angle 5. I'll go through this quick and then you guys can do one more page for homework. So angle 1 and angle 5. So let's look at it together. You ready? Angle 1 and angle 5. Same side of the transversal. In. Exterior, out. In. What is that, guys? Correspondent. So answer correspondent. Okay? Number 2, angle 8 and angle 4. Let's look at it together. You ready? Angle 8 and angle 4. Angle 8, outside. Angle 4, same side of the transversal. Out, in. Angle 8, angle 4, correspondent again. Number 3, we have angle 2 and angle 7. Angle 2, angle 7. Okay, both on the outside, opposite, alternate the transversal. Everyone should know that is alternate exterior. Okay, alternate exterior. Number 4, we got angle 3 and angle 6. Look at it. 3, 6. You know it's some type of interior, right? So, done. It's what? Alternate interior. Number 5, angle 6 and angle 4. So I saw, how are we doing so far, guys? It's easy, good, Catherine. Yeah, it's not that bad. Couldn't forget about this. Yeah. So Nikki, so like basically more of like these angles, guys, is just memorization. So don't think that you're lost. You're not. You just you got to make sure when you look at my packet, the first 3 pages, there's no work. It's just going over these angles. So it's kind of more or less you going through them, memorizing them, seeing where they lie on this plane, okay? And then you'll get the hang of it, all right? Good. Hey, good, Catherine. I mean, yeah, guys, it just takes time. And this is a new type of learning for me and you. So we're in this together. We're learning it together. It's on my website, Nikki. All right. Good, Tatiana. Diana, 6 and 4. Diana says that they're consecutive. Gold star. Consecutive. Because they're also known as interior consecutive to make it easier for you. So they're inside, right next to each other, consecutive angles, guys. Good job. Number 6, good job. Angle 2 and 6. Angle 2 and 6, Jaylene, easy, right? Come on. We got the number 1 math teacher alive, so. Angle 2 and angle 6. So 2 is up here on the exterior, and then 6 is on interior. So 2, 6, that's going to be what? Corresponding. Corresponding. Good, Samantha. Nice. Catherine, Nikki. See, you guys are getting it. Guys, it just takes time, but listen. I'll just talk about the next couple more. I won't write them down so we can wrap this up. The biggest thing I want you to know, now I can see people are starting to understand this, which is awesome. And I'll give you guys another worksheet to practice tonight. I need you tonight good, Ashley, is when you understand the relationships, I want you to make sure right next to correspondent tonight, I'll talk about Zoom in a second. If it's corresponding, guys, what I want you to do tonight during the homework, just do this. Equal. Okay? If it's consecutive, it's not equal. What do? Add up to equal 180. Just do that for me. Now we're getting to like more the higher level stuff. You know the angles, that are formed, the appropriate name. But now you know if they're going to be equal or they have to add to equal 180. That is crucial, okay? Because I want to start getting us into the harder stuff come the end of the week, all right? Yeah, so let's go over a couple more. Number 8 is angle 1 and 8. 1 and 8. They're on the outside. They're opposite the transversal. We got alternate exterior for angles 1 and 8. Number 9, angle 3, angle 5. Guys, look. Consecutive, I don't know if it's hard for you guys, but boom. Same side, right next to each other. They're consecutive. That's the angle. 3 and 5 is consecutive. Good. And the last one, 4 and 8. Angle 4, angle 8. Inside, outside, same side transversal. We got corresponding angles. They're equal. Okay? All right, so let's wrap this up with 2 things. First thing, just really quick, copy this down. One more thing, because you're going to have this on your homework, and I don't want you guys to start freaking out that I didn't go over it. You ready? Angle 1 and 4, those are called vertical angles. Okay, that's a vertical angle. Just copy that down. There's a lot of vertical angles. They're kind of across from each other. Kind of see how it makes like an X? It's kind of right across. So 2 and 3 are vertical, 5 and 8, 6 and 7 are all vertical angles. And vertical are also going to be equal. Okay? So just copy that down. Just copy that down. All right, copy that down. All right. Now, one thing, guys, Zoom, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I am not allowed to go do Zoom as of right now. So, yeah, they said we aren't allowed. Good job, Orlando. We're not allowed to go on Zoom. So, fortunately, we can't do that. I apologize. I was really looking forward to that, but hopefully in the future, guys, because if this does go on longer, they'll kind of lighten it up and we'll be able to kind of go on Zoom and be able to interact that way. But we still have this, which is awesome. Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. It's terrible. But, I mean, at least we have this. Like I said, I'll be live every single day at 12 o'clock. The people that sent me those messages on Remind, your 100 went in. A couple people I got to add. So hopefully you guys kind of understand this. Homework tonight. Homework is page 5 on that packet. Page 5. That's your homework, okay? Page 5 in that packet. So get that done. Any questions for me, guys? My Remind. What about Zoom? I know, Jack, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to do Zoom. I was notified by one of the administrations that we're not allowed to do like live conferencing. So hopefully that changes over the time. Ashley, I'll link it right here. My Remind is, so guys, apologize for that. But hey, maybe in a week or so, they'll allow us to go on. I can go on Zoom with you guys and we can all do that. Yeah, my Remind's on my website. The packet's on my website. I think everyone has my website. Do you want me to link it again? I'll link it again. I'll put a link in the description of my website and Remind for you guys to do. So instead of me just typing it in here, I'll put it all in this description for my Remind and everything, all right? So, yeah, any questions? You guys good? All right, so like I said, we'll meet back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Ashley, hit up Mary Ellis. Where's she at? Why is she on here? Get her up. Get her here. So, yeah, guys, people in class that you know, text them up. Tell them to get here. So, I'll see you guys later. And, all right, go outside. Stay safe. Distance, 6 feet. Try to get some fresh air. And we're good, all right? So, see you guys.